Hi Ishita, how are
Hello,
you?
ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So Ishita, tell me something about your qualifications background.
Okay, I have graduated in BLS LLP. This is a
Hmm.
5 years integrated course, and I've done it from Mumbai University.
Okay.
And after I just graduated a few months ago, and
Mhm.
after that I've been pursuing this course.
Okay. So what were the challenges when you completed your law degree? What challenges you faced?
Usually, what students feel that it's a long process completing 5 years, be it 3 year course or 5 year course. You have been given too many theories.
Hmm.
It's a new subject every semester, but after a while, you need to know practicalities of the laws which you are studying.
Hmm.
Secondly, another problem is that you are introduced to subjects as an introduction part. You're
Mhm.
never asked to go in deep into it because of time limitations.
Mhm.
So fields like corporate law or IPR for that matter can get a basis of it, what the law says, but what happens, what are the implications, what are the objections. That is something which is not usually taught in law schools.
Mhm.
That is something I felt here.
Okay. So why rather than practicing in litigation, why you are choosing to enter into IP as a career
Actually,
choice?
from start, I had interest in IPR field. I mean, I was sure about that part. But of course, I had opened all the fields or in my mind. I was not very rigid that I want to do this, I want to do it. I explored all the fields, but I always had an inclination towards IPR because IPR again, it's a very wide field. It's not very specific. All my life I have to be limit myself to one thing. IPR includes so many types of intellectual property rights, and then I feel it's a good combination of creativity and law. So it's a mixture. You can never, I think, you can never get bored of IPR field because after a while, everything becomes monotonous. But in IP, I think it's refreshing every time you do something new. That's very captivating to me.
Okay, so when you decided to enroll in the program, so what were your thoughts in 5 days you will be teaching and you will be placed in the industry. So what you were thinking, wasn't it difficult for you
Yeah,
to
okay.
understand?
Honestly, at the initial stage when I heard about the whole program, that it will be a classroom program, it will be online. Option was given to us, and we opted for classroom because practical things was meant to be understood. But yeah, at first it was intimidating. That 5 day course, how will we be able to complete all the things? Will it be just like classroom courses which we did in our school, in our colleges? So yeah, but after the first day, at the first time when we met the professor and everything was introduced to us, though it was a bit fast, pace was fast, it can be easily understood. And then you're given a lot of time after the classroom session to understand the basics. You can do a review again and always come back to your professor and ask them questions. So yeah, that way it was a good plan to have a 5 day of basic class and then a month time to progress on the teaching.
So how do you compare the teaching in a law school to the teaching here in the 5 days?
Okay, I would say again, just it wasn't just basics or theory, which usually is taught in law schools over there. यहाँ पे they were forms were shown and problems were practical problems which actually happened in offices. Those were introduced. That way, I would feel, and I think IIPTA would be one of the few institutes who have been giving you training. They teach you from the scratch to everything about the patent. Because other people, I don't think so there are many institutions in India who are giving you such kind of knowledge.
So in the 5 days you have learned about forms, about searching, drafting. So what was the most interesting point for you?
For me, it was usually forms because that's when the main part comes because it's a process. You can't avoid any process, and if you do avoid, before starting and before going into the patent field itself, you will be asked to go back and correct basics things which you missed. Forms were more interesting. Other than that, in general, the implications of how can you restrict someone's patent and how can you get what are the slight differences, where you can get an opportunity, you can get a better hand as against other people. The small minor points, I think that was very interesting.
Okay. So, any message you want to give to other law students who are still in college, maybe?
Yeah.
So they will be graduating soon. So,
Yeah.
any message you want to
So
give
I
to
would
them?
say IIPTA is a very different field. It's very different from what we have, usually been introduced to, like constitutional law, corporate law. This is actually an upcoming field. The amount of people working in this field are less. So we have a very good field opening for us. There are a lot of demands outside. So before it becomes overpopulated, the demand is there. So make use of it. Before making any decision, do attend a course. It's a 5-day course and a classroom course, which is very compressed time. You can be able to learn many things. Very very beneficial for all law students, irrespective of whatever field they choose.